Ni hao everyone, welcome back. This is Raymond and I am That DIY Guy. And what we're going to do today is make a holiday Chinese New Year cooking apron. So if you join me, pay attention, follow along, maybe you can try to do this yourself. And you can have a nice apron to celebrate the holidays with. If you're ready, let's get started. We know Spring Festival is almost here. So we are going to make an apron for Chinese New Year. I'm going to use red and gold. Top of the apron will be red, the bottom of the apron will be gold, and probably the straps will be the red as well. We shall see. The first thing we need to do is find out if we have enough of our leftover fabrics to cut out the pattern we want. I have this gold. See if I can fold it good enough to get one full cut. Yes. But before I cut, I like to press my fabric. Now this is on low heat. This is a brocade fabric and it will shrink. Put the pattern on. And I use tailor's chalk to mark my lines. This stuff will not hurt the fabric and goes away very easily. I like a nice curve, nice rounded curve to the bottom of my apron. All right, before I cut, I like to pin it down, especially satins, silks, brocades. These slide very easily, which means you may end up not getting the right shape from the other side. You're following the line on the top, but if that bottom is moving, that underneath part is moving, your line's not going to look very nice. You don't need a million pins, just enough to keep it from moving while you cut. That should be plenty. Go ahead and cut this out. Take our pins out. Yes, my studio floor is a mess after I finish a project. All right, go ahead and press this flat. All right, we have our main body cut. Remember I said I wanted to do the top in red. So I have some red here. I'm going to line up here with the top. That looks good. So let's go ahead and press this a little bit. Press it flat. And we're going to do something really cool. We're going to make the top extra strong. Now again, fold your fabric in half. I like to do my best to cut on the back side of the fabric. All right, so now we're going to make the top half to go match there. So we need to fold it a little bit more. Make sure we've got enough. And I'm going to take my square so I get a nice straight line. What I want is I want to come from the apron's curve, from the curve. But we need extra fabric, and you'll see why. So I'm going to cut it longer than this. So I'm going to cut it probably, we're going to go an extra 4 centimeters. So mark it on your fabric there, and on your fabric here, then draw out the rest. Really, really easy. It's cool when you do something that looks really hard, but it's easy. You know what? I think I want to make that a little bit further down. Let's make that a little further down. I'm going to come down another 4 centimeters. Something just tells me it'll look better. Okay, go ahead and cut that one out. Measure twice. Take the pins out. So here we have our main apron. Here we have a bib that we're going to put over the top. You see they line up quite nicely there. So what you're going to do is line this up. We're going to use a notch, 1 centimeter up. Now what you're going to do is flip this over and line those notches back up. Do the same on this side. Find your notch over here, and your notch on the top piece, and line them up. Now you're going to make sure that you have a straight line across. You want to pin it across, straight line. I am going to draw a line on the front of the fabric, right there. Go ahead and line your piece of fabric up here. We're going to sew this, and then we're going to fold it up this way to get our nice finish. I already have a gold thread in my sewing machine and plenty of thread in my bobbin. So we're going to sew just 2 centimeter line. Follow this line. Remember, you are not pushing the sewing machine, you're a helper. Just guide it. Pay attention to your pins where they are. Hit that needle going too fast. Make sure you do your back stitch just by going a few stitches backwards and a few stitches forward. I did that at the beginning, but I forgot to tell you. Now we're sewn on. We have that piece sewn on there, and you see it fits really nicely. The chalk out of the way. We're going to press this line up and then sew one more time on that line. So we get a nice, tight line. If you've been trying to learn to sew and you're like, why are my lines not what I would like them to be or what everyone else's are? Many people forget to tell you, ironing is very, very important in sewing. You have to tell the fabric what to do. So we're going to pin this down again just to make sure it doesn't move on us. Let's stitch this one more time. Now this one, we're going to follow the foot on this side. All right? We're going to just keep that red line on this side of the foot, and I want a nice wide stitch here. Remember, do your lock stitch, a few back, a few forward. See, I'm staying right on that line. There we go, we've got a nice straight line right there. I did shift a little, don't worry. This is all going to disappear in the finish because we still need to roll our hems in, and we're gonna do it twice. Press everything down nice and flat. Here we go, nice look. Don't pull these, cut them, pull them, you're just gonna make it worse. I think we need a pocket. So we're going to make a pocket 20. So 20 is the size we want. We need to cut it bigger, 22, because we're going to fold and seam it both sides. Let's go ahead and cut that. Then once you've got your straight line here, go to the other side, do the same thing, press it down. All four sides. We have this all pressed and folded down. I'm going to pin these corners so that they don't move when I stitch them. But I'm going to trim in these little so they don't stick out. You're going to see the fold. Go ahead, start your stitch. Remember, down again. Cut your thread. Pin it down. Only pin through the red layer. Double check, make sure you're only pinned in the red. Pocket is only pinned to the red layer. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to sew all three sides here, and then I'm going to sew a double line. Just one stitch and then one stitch over. Make that separate, very strong. I'm going to put two stitch lines here. One here and one close to the edge. This will make this pocket very strong. Now I'm going to sew the small pocket stitch 2 folds. Now you're going to go and stitch across this line. All right, let's stitch this down. This is your standard stitch. But you want to go as wide as you can. Stitch right across this edge and then come back up. Go. You're starting to get some body. A nice hold to it. Back from the sewing machine, and I went ahead and I ran 1 stitch across these 2 curves and trimmed off the extra. It will make it easier to fold this hem in without the fabric getting all crazy on the shapes. So we're going to do an iron top again. You can do that all the way around if it makes life easier for you. I'm only worried about here where we join these 2 pieces of fabric. And we're going to try to fold in 1 centimeter. About 1 centimeter on the fold, all the way down. This is where it's a little harder because it's a long curve. done with the hardest part. We have the apron, but we need to make our straps. We need 3 straps. You need your neck strap. So get a tape and decide how long do you want it. Then you're going to add 4 centimeters to the length because you need room to cut it. Same with your waist, but for your waist you need 2. For your waist you need enough for the apron. For the waist you need to go around the body twice. So you have enough to tie it in the back. We're back, and through the magic of video, our straps are already sewn. We saved the neck strap for you to help you see how we do it. No sense in making you watch. We do it 3 times. This is a simple strap. First thing you're going to do is fold your fabric in half, lengthwise. So from end to end, you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to press it down. So put it where you need it. It's actually pretty easy. Then you're going to open it back up, and you have a nice straight line right down the middle. You got a nice straight line there. Now what you're going to do is take 1/2 and fold it in to that line and press it in. Follow it down with your iron. Just keep going. Turn it around. Do the same thing on the other side. Just make the first fold, make the second. Not so bad, right? I told you, a lot of ironing and making anything out of fabric. The last fold, you're going to make the 2 sides line up nice and flat. This is where you need to do your trial fit. we're going to take this to the sewing machine and we're going to sew right along that edge, as close as we can get to that edge. First you want to close the edge, close the end. Stitch that as close to the edge as you can get. So that is locked down. Then we go ahead and sew her down. You see, I'm not pushing, I'm not pulling, I'm just letting the machine do the work. Just guide it through. I don't know if you can see it from here. There's a little dot right here. That is where I'm letting this line run, this little dot on this edge. Don't watch the needle. Up one side, across the end, around, and back. So 4 sides. Let's get over here and get that done. We are almost finished, guys. Okay, let's finish this up. Remember, we're going to sew down this side, across, back up, and over. All right, now, my apron strings I know are way too long, but I'm going to bring it around. Tie it comfortably. Now, look at the back. See, you've got a nice bow, and how much do you have left hanging? Not much. So I actually got it right. Here you go. My Chinese New Year apron. So you're going to see this in our videos through the rest of this month. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a try yourself. See you next time. Remember, this is Raymond, that DIY guy. Do it yourself, you know how it's made. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share these videos with other people. All right, thank you. See you next time. 再见。